Right, so just took the fox's tail out of the methylated spirits. It's been in there 14 days, and give it a swirl. I'm gonna give it a shampoo. Ooh, smells lovely. So you get that lathered up like that. Cleans all the fur. So there's some beautiful colours in these tails, you know, and I skin them fully. Do a lot of tails on their own. I make dusters out of them. You know, like people have feather dusters. I do them out of foxtails. Too fast. And I'll show you this one as I go along. Give it a good rinse now. This is the third time. 2 shampoos. This last one's the conditioner. Just smell it. Lovely, lovely smell to it. Nice and clean. Yeah. It'll take a few weeks to dry. Just let it dry naturally. It's all the soap out. See, just up to now that there's black in that and brown, a black tip. That's the end, the bum end as you like. That's where the handle of the tail will go. And needs to be dried a bit now. Right, I've got the tail here, so I'll whip it up and down, get excess moisture out of it. Even flick it on here. Oh, my phone's falling off. Excess moisture out of it. As you can see, probably my phone's turning a bit. Yeah, give it a bang on here. Excess moisture out of it. You can see it's fluffing up now. Look at the colours in that, they're beautiful. Right, onto the hairdryer. Right, so got a brush now. It's a dog grooming brush. There's a little button there, so when you press it, it lifts the hairs off. See it? You can pull the hairs out now. It's got like little metal hooks on. Just not to be too rough with it. But gently brush it. I go all the way around at the top, and then slowly make my way down. Just keep turning it. This is it was a vixen, this one, and they just put the lambs in the field, and he put them in a bit early, so they were quite young, and he asked me to keep an eye on them, and I had two foxes, a dog and the vixen, but the tail on the dog fox was a bit manky, so I just took the one off the vixen. So that's had a brush there. I'll show you that. See it fluffing up now. Beautiful, yeah. Get the air dryer in again for a bit. So now this is just drying the fur. It's not the skin inside, the hide inside. That's what I meant when I let that dry naturally, because it'll stiffen up. Smells nice. I can smell the perfume in the shampoo and conditioner. Beautiful. Give it another brush. No lugs in it, no knots. Silky smooth now. Ouch, scratch my finger there. So yeah, I have a big plastic syringe, and you see the hole in the tail there? Oops, dropping my hair dryer, not wife's hair dryer. See the hole in the tail there? I have a plastic syringe, and I've super glued a piece of clear pipe on, you know what you use in fish tanks. And I fill the tube up, the syringe, put the tube down inside the tail, get it as far down as I can inside, and then I slowly squeeze the methylated spirits from the syringe in the tail, slowly pulling it up, and it all overflows, and then I press it down and submerge this tail. I have a big plastic, like a jar, but it's plastic, and I submerge that in methylated spirits, and I leave it for 14 days. Today's the 14th day, no, the 15th day, so it's been in 14 days and a night, if you like. Take it out, flick it, all the moisture off. Obviously squeeze the meths out back into the jar, because you don't want to waste that. Save every bit you can, it's not cheap, and it's not expensive, but it's not cheap to waste. And then I wash it twice with shampoo, and then I give it a good wash then with conditioner. It smells lovely. It stunk when I was taking it off, but it smells bloody lovely now. So there we are. So I think I've got a handle somewhere which I'll be putting on this. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Oh, before I go, so there's the brush. So there's no longer than 14 full days in meths, otherwise you can get fur slip if you leave it in too long. Press that little button there, and the only bit of fur that's come out after brushing it a few times is that. So there's no fur slip, and as you can see, nice and fluffy now. The hair dryer, look at the colours in it. Absolutely beautiful. Let me just see where the handle is. I'll show you what I do. Right. So when they're done, oh, stop my tail. Excuse me. There we go. That's one I done a few weeks back. I bought a brush from B&M Bargains, I think it was. I think it was a toilet brush. Cut it off, and some long thick gauge wire. Just measure it so it almost comes to the tip inside. Drill an hole in it. I use Gorilla Glue because it's expanding. Glue the metal in. Put a bit of Gorilla Glue on the end of the wire and insert it down into the tail. So I'll have Gorilla Glue at this end, Gorilla Glue at that end. So when it expands inside there and inside there, it's not going anywhere. So yeah, that's what I made. And this one that I've just been drying here, that I've just done. See, that's what I got. Now look at that handle. That's a nicer handle. I'll cut it off there and I'll drill into it and glue a wire inside there, thick wire. You don't want it to be bending too easy. And glue it down inside there. So I'll cut that off. There were 2 dish brushes. I did one for somebody at Christmas. Young lass had lost all the chickens. I got the culprit, the fox. I said, do you want me to make you a nice duster with a tail of that fox? Oh yes, she said, I'd like that. So I made it for Christmas and she was over the moon. Absolutely over the moon. So yeah, it was what? Can't remember how much it were. I think it was £2.99. Oh, there we are, £2.50 for 2 dish brushes. And I saved the bottom end because it's alright for cleaning muck off my boots and my wellies. Right, so that's that. There we have it. I'll get back to you when I've glued that in and show you. But yeah, look at the colours, aren't they beautiful? And the other thing I do with tails for some people, I'll show you now. See them tails there? I put the bullet casing in that I shot the fox with, drill and put key rings in. So that's another thing I do. Anyway, so there's the tails. That's what I've just done. There's the handle that's going into that one. Don't know whether you go on my YouTube channel, but there's one of the rifles I shoot the rabbits with. Air Arms S410 with a Photon RT on it. Absolutely superb, deadly accurate. Good gun. 10-shot mag. Very quiet. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, bye for now. Any questions? Just ask. Go get me lunch now. See ya. Right. That's a piece of wire I use. It's actually thick gauge fencing wire the farmers use, but when you cut it down into, what is it, 10 inch lengths, maybe 11 inch. I had a load of them. The reason I did it in the beginning was when I'm out pigeon decoying, crow shooting, and I shoot in it, I used to use these wires for sticking it under the chin of the crow or the pigeon and stick it in the ground, and then you're putting more decoys out. So I just cut these and straighten them out. Nice strong wire, ideal. Just make it as straight as possible. Not too bad. It'll bend a little, but not too easy. Don't want it bending too easy. There's the handle. So what I'll do now is I'll chop that off to the length I want. Hang on, let's get rid of that paper. That's it. Chop it off round about there, somewhere there. Use my vice as a guide, it's nice and straight. my handle there. Just making this one a bit shorter, just experimenting, see if it's better. Drill the hole in the centre. Like that. There's a Gorilla Glue I use. You got that from Home Bargains. It's only cheap. Squirt a bit in there. Like I say, it expands, so it is good. Good for the stuff like this. Help that down there a bit. Stick a bit more in. A bit more. Send it home. Just put that cap on. As soon as it hits the air, it activates. So yeah. That's what I mean about the bit that's left over. Great for cleaning your boots. So nothing goes to waste. Right, we'll get the tail. Gotta work out the length of that. That should just be about right. So just get you up here. The whole of the tail there. Get the Gorilla Glue. Put a bit on the bottom of the wire. So when you slide it down to the bottom of the tail, this will expand and it'll be glued really nice and tight. Put some more around the base of that handle. Like that. So you always get the lid back on straight away. Right, so as you can see, got the glue there, glue on the end there. Slide it down this tail. So that's it. Just done that, so it's got a black handle. A little bit of fancy bit there. So yeah, I'll leave that to dry now. And that's another one done. So there you are. One duster. How tickled I am. Where do you want to be? Nom nom nom. Okay, bye for now.